Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't call you this morning. I was going to try to get some sleep, but the cops showed up and none of the stuff I had planned for today is able to even happen. I was going
Huh.
to. Tara's been having problems with stalkers. She apparently had a falling out with mom, so she's not talking to her. She's living in a fucking trailer in Sydney behind somebody else's house.
Well, at least she's got a place to stay and she's not homeless.
Well, she's not in a good place, that's for sure.
What, is it all run down or whatever?
That too, but there's also the fact that like her camper keeps getting vandalized. She's in trouble with the law because she didn't have the money to pay her insurance. So I'm gonna try to make sure that she's got her insurance paid.
Mm. Well, how's her daughter?
She's doing good.
She's still with Riley?
She kind of bounces back and forth between them.
Oh, okay.
That hurt. I went to light a cigarette and got part of my beard stuck in my lighter.
Uh,
You know, Amanda, the cops, they sold a narrative that isn't true, and I'm still being abused over it.
yeah.
Like they said, nobody would help me, probably because of the way that I act. The fact is, like when you came to help me, you knew that I was having mental breakdowns, and you did come to help me.
Yeah.
Like, when your car broke down or got taken away or whatever it was, like that cut us off from each other. That prevented you from being able to help me. But is that a choice that I made?
No.
Well, that's what I'm dealing with still. I'm still dealing with people telling me that I chose this abuse, that I chose everything that I'm going through. I chose to speak out about the abuse.
Yeah, I know.
You've got children who are special needs. You understand, you have the same fears that my parents should have had,
Yeah.
but they didn't care and they still don't. I don't get that.
So what happened with Tara and your mom?
I don't know. Mom's a twisted, evil bitch. I mean, it really could have gone anyway.
Well, I know that, yeah. Oh, goodness. You can't go stay with Tara? What?
She lives in a one-room camper.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, what you thought she had a mobile home?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, she's living in a camper trailer.
Oh, jeez.
It's fucking old and it's run down and she needs a heater and I was supposed to go get her one tonight.
I'm on the phone. Go to bed. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just doing the menu for the week. Just go. Oh, Tara, she's just being snoopy.
It's weird that you named your daughter after my sister.
Yeah, we were best friends.
Yes, ma'am. When you say that, I'm like, all right, which one is she? Oh, yeah. Or sometimes I automatically think my sister, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, she named her daughter. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were
Amanda,
best friends until Tara decided she was going to be nasty.
she is very good at being nasty.
Yeah.
I give her credit for that. She's kind of toned down in her old age.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. Amanda, I need you to speak up.
Okay, how you want me to do that?
I don't even know yet. That's a lot of the problem, is that I've called everybody there is to call. Having you call with me would have helped to begin with, but
Well, I've talked to the autism people from Nebraska. The people that were in contact with you have also contacted me.
the lady from the Nebraska Autism Society,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
did anybody else contact you?
No, just her.
The police were supposed to. They were supposed to do an investigation.
No, it was just her, and that was it.
Ma'am, I'm tired of the abuse. It needs to stop, and it's not going to stop until people speak up. And then people keep asking me who they're supposed to speak up to. I don't even know.
I don't either. Because all the cops are crooked down there.
They are. Everybody in town knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney ain't much better.
No, they're not much better either. Nope.
You know, people keep offering to help, and then right after they offer to help, I'm blocked. And I've had a lot of those people that told me, hey, I didn't block you. I offered to help you, and then you blocked me, and I didn't understand why. And I'm like, well, I've got plenty of people that I did block. If you block them, it gives you the option of unblocking them. If you're blocked, you don't get to speak. And a lot of these people, they were pretty gung-ho about they were going to help me when it mattered. But the problem is the Boulder police had already gained access illegally to my computers and my email address. Somebody needs to do something to stop this. Somebody who knows me, somebody who's aware of my situation, both with my family and my disabilities.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are real familiar with schizophrenia, but you're familiar with autism.
Yeah.
Now, if you were more familiar with schizophrenia, you know, that would be definitely a good thing. I mean, my
Why are they saying you have schizophrenia too?
That's what the cops told the hospitals and told the prison. Everywhere that I went, Scott DaCosta made sure that he called those people up to tell them that I was schizophrenic. And nobody listened to me as a result of it. I tried to call somebody, but they wouldn't allow me the access to call them. They kept on fucking with me.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I need people to be pissed off about this enough to actually speak out and say this is wrong, not just telling me that it's wrong. These people need to tell the courts that it's wrong in all of these places. I don't know if you could write a letter to the governor of Colorado. Writing one to the governor.
Do you need it for Nebraska? No?
Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, our governor's a goddamn Nazi. Are you? This took place in multiple states. It took place in Colorado and here, and it's all tied together, and the FBI never did their jobs. If somebody had been there with me, recording the situation, the cops and the FBI would not have gotten away with the crimes that they committed. But all the people that I had that said that they would were a bunch of goddamn liars who never kept their word, like Miss Peaches. And then later on, her and her boyfriend tried claiming that they went into the cop shop with me, and they never did. They didn't go in with me. I needed them there and present for my safety so that the police would not abuse their power. Miss Peaches wasn't there.
Did your autism person ever go with you to the
She's in
court?
Lincoln. She's in Lincoln. And you know what? I'm about sick of her bullshit too. Like,
Why, what
she
is
keeps
she
on telling
doing?
me, all right, so when I'm trying to tell her about what's going on, she often stops me to tell me about her issues, which I can understand that she has issues and she wants to vent too.
Yeah.
Or she wants to explain to me why she's not able to do what I need her to do. I need her to speak out. And because of her health problems, she's not able to. But the narrative that the cops sell is completely different. Now, I don't know if she's actually got cancer or not. But I do know that if she does have cancer, I've got a limited amount of time to actually get her testimony.
Yeah.
And she keeps intentionally, selectively leaving information out.
They can't get you another one?
She's a volunteer, and she's the president of the Nebraska Autism Society.
Good night.
I got a friend calling on my computer. I suppose I should. This might be important. I better take it. Can I call you back?
All right, bye.
All right, bye. What the hell's going on? All right. It's another witness. His name is Mateo. He called me twice. I don't know why. But when I tried to call him back, it says he's in another call. We'll try it one more time. Nope, he's in another call.
Hello?
Hello. That
Hey.
was another witness. His name is Mateo. I don't know why he called me, but he called me twice.
Oh, and what, he never answered or what?
Well, he called me twice, but I was talking to you. So when I hung up on you, I called him right back, and it says he's in another call already. It must be an emergency.
Huh.
Anyway, I'm still trying to get people to speak up. I mean, none of us know who to go to. We all know who we're supposed to go to, but they don't do their job. So who do we go to after that?
I mean, really, there's no one else to go to. I mean, if they're not going to do their jobs, I mean, you're kind of screwed.
That's the thing, is that if people speak up, they have to do their jobs. See, that's the thing right from the very beginning. I was trying to get people to speak up. I was trying to get help stopping the abuse. But nobody spoke up. That lady that I put you in contact with because her son was autistic, Laura Nelson,
Uh-huh.
she was involved in almost every step of what was going on until I want to say March or April of 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She knew about the fucked up situation with Amanda Payne, but she never came forward. That was almost a decade ago. Might have been over a decade ago. She was also well aware of the situation with Jamie Curtis. She never came forward about that either.
Hmm.
Now, when it came to the situation with Natalie, like, yeah, I knew she was going to be a coward about that too. Everybody is fine with people being abused as long as they're not the ones being abused. I need you to explain what you know. I don't know if you can make a recording about it or if you can write it down and send it to me, but
Yeah, I think I still got your email. I mean, I can write you something again if you need. What do y'all need in it?
all of our interactions in the last 5 years, basically,
Okay.
the fact that I told you about these predators and was trying to get help, um, how you tried to help and how you were cut off and why.
Okay.
Like they try to put all of this onto me, like with you and everything that you had going on. Like that was just because you didn't want to help me was the reason that you didn't come forward. And the thing is that none of us knew who to even go forward to. We still don't.
Mm-mm.
So
Well, what I'll do is, I'll do some more research and see if there's anybody else besides that Society of Autism. Figure out if there's anybody else we can go to.
will you call them with me?
As soon as I can figure out if we can go anywhere else besides the society, I'm gonna do some research. And yeah, if I can find somewhere else we can go to, we could do like a call, three-way call or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, let's see. Because as of right now, I'm good. I don't have anything really I need to do besides remodeling my place, but I can always look into this and see if I can find something else. And we can always, if I can find something else, we could do like a three-way call. And then, of course, around April, I'll be getting slammed again because Tara's graduating high school. But yeah, I have plenty of time right now to look into this for you. See if I can figure out somewhere else beside the Society of Autism, because they don't seem to be helping at all.
You know,
And
she was trying to help, but then she didn't understand. I tried to explain stuff to her for 6 months, and she wasn't explaining it to the police like she should have.
yeah.
When she finally did, it took 6 months for her to do that. These cops kept on telling me, well, that's your advocate's job. That's your advocate's job. And she kept on telling me, that's not my job. That's not my job. That's not what I do. And I kept saying to the cops, hey, you need to call Meg. I kept telling Meg, hey, you need to tell that to the cops. For 6 months, she didn't.
Well, see, that don't make any sense, because an advocate for Autism Society, they are supposed to do everything to help you out. Court system, they're supposed to go to court with you. They're supposed to go to the police with you. They're supposed to do everything with you.
Well, this is the Autism Society of Nebraska.
Yeah,
It's volunteer. They don't get paid. They don't have the money to do those things.
they have grants. They have grants so they can travel to go help with people with autism in Nebraska. They're supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be traveling to where you are located.
Who told you they have grants?
It's on their website.
Well, I'm about to look that up right now because
They're supposed to have it. That's what the Autism of Society thing is. They're supposed to help people. They're supposed to travel. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to help you out. If they have to meet in person, you have to meet in person. They're supposed to do it. So they're not technically doing their jobs.
well, we knew that already though. None of these
Yeah.
other people are doing their jobs.
I wonder if they have any other autism groups up there. I'll have to look into that.
Because the experience of autism is not one thing. Because it is, oh, and then it moves over automatically. Oh my God, I should read it faster. Because it is many things, and because the connection between those experiences is you. It says, because we see you, the way you think, the dreams you hold, the talents you bring, because you can't be categorized into neat little diagnostic boxes, because you break the mold. I do break the mold, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you know like me?
Not very many.
It says resources, online resource, database, conferences and training, state, national, adults, first responders, autism spectrum disorder, upcoming events, peers series, stay safe and self-advocate. We're not allowed to. We're autistic.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Well, of course, it's also on the law enforcement too. I'm assuming in Chapel they have not been trained to deal with autistic people. I'm
Well,
assuming.
that's the thing, is that Meg does autism training. They should have gotten a hold of her for that, but they didn't. But the other thing is that they do have a pretty sound education when it comes to autism. They're plain stupid. See, that's the thing, is that I tried to turn in Scott DeCosta's officers, so they're not going to do what they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, according to the law, if somebody is raped, they should be allowed to turn in their predator. But the reality of the situation is, if you're raped by a cop, you just have to take it. Unless he's dumb enough to leave his body camera on, or his dash cam on, like that asshole fucking Porker in Adams County.
Yeah.
My testimony may not bring down as many bigwigs as that fucking Chimo lady and the dude that fucking hung himself or whatever.
Oh yeah, Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be bringing down any big names like that, but I'd be bringing down a lot of people on the lower levels, and it just so happens that those are exactly the people that I have to go to if I'm abused. I need to be able to I don't just need people to tell what they know. I also need them to tell the reasons that they didn't come forward to begin with. Why it took them 5 years.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out Tara had a stalker, the first thing I did is do everything I could to help her out. I've
Yeah,
been being stalked and
stalker.
harassed for 5 years. Yeah. She doesn't even know who it is.
So how does she know she's getting stalked? Like letters or something?
No, she's having her camper ransacked and things on it, and then it burned, and a lot of different stuff. I guess they've been hanging out over south of the railroad tracks there in Sydney.
Wow.
Tara's not exactly sure what's all going on with that, but you know, now that she's having to go through this, she's starting to understand a little bit about what I'm going through. She hasn't been able to sleep very well in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
People keep telling her to let it go. Well, you know, if it happened 20 years ago and never happened again, yeah, you can let that go. You might still have trauma from it for the rest of your life, but if you've got that abuse is still ongoing, it is still happening, you don't get to let it go. Those people who are saying you just need to let it go, what they're literally telling you is you just need to take it. You just need to take it. I'm not going to do anything. I don't care enough to do anything. You just have to take it. A lot of people.
Does Tara not have any other choices where she can move somewhere else, or?
No, she's trying, but she was on a list for housing, but the list for housing is too friggin' long. And then there's like I gave her, she was going to need $400 to get into housing, and so I gave her $400 to get into housing, and you know, here it is 3 months later. She had to spend that money on cameras. She obviously wasn't getting into housing. They weren't calling her back. She was calling to try to find out when they were having an opening.
What housing list was she trying to get in on? What, low income?
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say, because Section 8, my friend Wendy got Section 8 in 4 weeks.
Well, Tara does actually qualify for Section 8, but she doesn't on paper. Like, she does have a definite learning disability.
Yeah.
Most of it was laziness, but part of it was learning disability. If you could make a letter about at least the parts that you're aware of, the stuff that you were there and a part of, that would be greatly appreciated.
Of course, I could do that, and I'll look into seeing if you have any other choices to get help from anybody else in Nebraska. And of course, you know, I will be up there this summer. So.
Yes, ma'am. I just got to make it to this summer.
Yeah, I know. Still about 5 months away still.
I can't stay in this house for the next 5 months. Oh my God. A lot of people that I went to for help that promised they were going to, they just took my money and split. Or took advantage of me and stole evidence.
Tara, go to bed.
I need a guardian to take an active role in helping. I don't have anybody else to ask. I think Tara finally understands that Yeah, I needed family to fucking help out and speak up and actually do something.
Yeah.
She just figured that out today, and I explained it to her all the way in 2018. The thing is, there's a lot of people who know that my stories are true. And you may not
Yeah.
know that all of my stories are true, but at least you know the stories about you are true.
Mhm.
At least you know the stories about my family are true.
Oh yes.
And see, that's a good start. See, by they, I mean law enforcement and the Bollinger family, they
Yeah.
worked together to try to frame me for a murder I didn't commit.
Oh, I know.
And ever since, I've been victimized and denied my human rights. Even if I have a, even if I get a new autism advocate, I need you to speak out.
Of course. I'll do what I can. I'll write that letter and I'll look into that stuff. You know, I'll always try to help. It's just my year's been crazy with my mom dying and having to do everything, and yeah. Of course.
Seems everybody's life is going through hell.
It has been a year, I'm telling you. I have PTSD, I have anxiety, depression. Yeah, I'm doing better now. I know months ago when we talked months ago and I kind of went off on you, I was not doing good whatsoever. I
I
was
know.
not functioning, nothing, but now I'm doing better. So I'm almost completely back to myself. I have my days where I'm completely out of whack, but
Well, when you were like that, I let you know I wasn't gonna stuff any more of my problems on you, and I'd be here if you needed me.
yeah,
I'm sorry for calling you, 'cause I do need your help.
it's okay. I'm doing great right now, so
If you
it's
could
fine.
explain how you tried to help and the reasons why you weren't able to, that's super
Mhm.
important.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll do that letter and put all that in there, and then I'll look into some more help in Nebraska if there is any. I don't know if there is or not, but I could do some more research.
Yes, ma'am.
But all right, Sean. Well, I'll let you go. I need to settle down for the night because my kids get up at like 4 a.m. So,
Yes, ma'am. I'm exhausted.
all right, Sean. Well, I'll talk to you later.
You too. Be safe, Amanda.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Looks like there's another one of these spammers. What do we do to spammers? Hide user on this channel. Uh, uh, I feel like I gotta puke. My mouth is dry, not wet. It's weird. Somebody sent me a message. Someone said, Sean David, no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to piss you off at all. I honestly do care and was just telling you not to give up. I followed your channel since well before those stupid pigs and the incident at the motel. That was heartbreaking. I'm sorry if I came off the wrong way, but I was just telling you not to give up because I don't like to see people upset. Everyone gets dragged through the mud, and unfortunately, you've been quite a bit. Just keep your chin up. Again, I'm sorry if I came off the wrong way. It was not my intention. Thank you, Satan. It's spelled Sayten. Space in between the word say and the word ten. And no, I don't think it's the real Satan. Any more than Jesus Barrera is the real Jesus. Oh, that didn't take long. Another one of them spammers. What do we do with spammers? That's right. Hide user on this channel. Mateo's okay. Huh. Did not answer. Well, I guess it's time to end this.